Today I am turning Girl Scout cookies into a 3-tiered beautiful wedding cake. Can I do it? You Girl Scouts! I don't know. I need to create a 3-tiered wedding cake, each tier with a different flavor. I need to incorporate real Girl Scout cookies into every single element. The cake layers, the filling, and the decoration. And then finally, I have 6 hours to build this wedding cake, split up over 2 days. So that's not a lot of time to build a 3-tier wedding cake. I would spend probably 3 or 4 days on this project normally. And once I finish this cake, I'm gonna go door to door and try to sell it. So wish me luck. So first things first, before I start making this wedding cake, I need to decide what I want each tier to be modeled after. Each tier, I'm going to pick a different flavor of Girl Scout cookies for. I have some ideas, but you know what I realized? I haven't tried all the Girl Scout cookies. So let's get eating. All right, so tagalongs are a crowd pleaser, fan favorite. Tagalongs are delicious, but you have to like peanut butter chocolate. I love peanut butter and chocolate, but a lot of people don't. I think this is a strong contender for at least 1 tier of my wedding cake. Okay, trefoils. Am I saying that right? Trefoils? Iconic shortbread cookies inspired by the original Girl Scout recipe. They're really good shortbread cookies. What are these? Sorry, we did not have these back when I was a little girl. Adventurefuls, indulgent brownie-inspired cookies with caramel-flavored cream and a hint of sea salt. Yep. Yes. Toffee-tastic, gluten-free. Back in my day, Girl Scout cookies were full of gluten. See that? There's like caramel that's like kind of melted. Buttery, crunchy. The toffee's crispy and good. It's made with rice flour. Mama, everyone loves Thin Mints. My boyfriend told me the only correct answer to what the best Girl Scout cookie is Thin Mint. I like Thin Mints. To me, they register as dry. So they're not necessarily for me. But frozen Thin Mints I love. I think I might have to do one of my tiers Thin Mint flavored because they were just like such a crowd pleaser. Do-si-dos, I gotta tell you, I don't eat these ever. Oatmeal sandwich cookie with peanut butter filling. I don't know about this. We already have a peanut butter filled Girl Scout cookie. Do we need 2? These aren't my favorite. What is this? Lemon Ups, crispy lemon flavored cookies. It's got that soapy flavor and that lemony feel. I don't like it. Okay, s'more, graham cracker cookie, chocolate, marshmallow cream. I love s'more. Samoa. First of all, they're the most beautiful. Like that is a work of art. All the flavors you want. Biscuit cookie, coconut, caramel, chocolate. I'm turning this into cake for sure. They're having a good time too. That's my favorite box. So to recap, my 3 favorite flavors were the Samoas, the tagalongs, and weirdly, shocker, this one, Adventurefuls, which who knew about these? But I think I need to honor the Thin Mint fans. You Thin Mint fans are like Taylor Swift fans. I don't want to get on your bad side. Samoas, for sure, as 1 tier. Tagalongs, because I want to do a peanut butter chocolate layer. And then I think I'll do Thin Mints, which makes me sad because they're not for me. Okay, today is our baking day. I'm gonna give myself 3 hours. Let's get 3 hours on the clock and let's get going. Today, I'm going to try to bake all my cake layers and make all of my fillings. Can I do it? Probably not. I am going to start with tagalongs. So this is gonna be the bottom tier, our 8-inch tier, which is our biggest tier. And I have all the stuff to create a peanut butter cake layer. However, I need to incorporate the cookie into each layer, and I'm trying to find new and interesting ways to do it for each layer. So for tagalongs, I think I'm going to swap out like regular like Jif peanut butter with the peanut butter that I can mine from these cookies. The recipe I'm making calls for 2/3 cup peanut butter. So we're gonna see how much peanut butter I can get out of these. I have extra boxes, I like overbought, but there's just so little peanut butter in each one. Let's see. Is it okay if I get a little chocolate in it? That is something. Let me see what the weight equivalent for 2/3 cup peanut butter is, because that'll help me see how close I'm getting to the right amount of peanut butter if I like weigh it. It's just a more accurate measurement. Okay, so I need 150 grams of peanut butter. So far I have 2. So I need 75 cookies. They really should put more peanut butter in these bad boys. So we got the cookie graveyard here, full of all the cookies I'm just using.
Oh, she passed away? Oh. right.
We're at almost 30 grams already. Okay, so one box of these tagalongs gives me 50 grams of peanut butter, which means I need 3 boxes. I'm on my second box now. Okay, so I'm gonna cream together the peanut butter concoction I have here, the regular unsalted butter, all my sugars, and whisk that until it's nice and light and fluffy. I'm creaming by hand. I love creaming by hand. Come on, I'm trying to make a wedding cake. You want this to get lighter in color because when you whip butter, you add air and that just like makes it lighter. And it's gonna like kind of double in quantity. Why didn't I use my KitchenAid for this? All right, I'm gonna add my eggs one at a time. The reason you don't add all your eggs in at once is that it will deflate the beautiful mixture that you just whipped up. It's like a peanut butter dream. Okay, so now in a separate bowl, I'm going to add all of my dry ingredients. So we've got flour, we've got baking powder, baking soda, some salt, some cornstarch. Cornstarch is a thickening agent in baking. Okay, so now I'm going to alternate the dry and wet, in this case buttermilk, ingredients into this beautiful mixture we have. There's that bit in Schitt's Creek where Moira's like, fold in the cheese. What does folding mean? I don't know, Mom. I don't know what folding is.
What does fold in the cheese mean?
He folds it in.
This is looking good. Let's test it. That's really good. The peanut butter worked. Damn, it's peanut buttery. All right, now I'm gonna fill my pans. These are 8-inch. These are gonna be the biggest tiers of the cake. So it'll be at the bottom of the cake. So I'll fill these up with my batter and bake them. Okay, while our peanut butter cake layers bake, I wanna move on to our Samoa coconut flavored cake. Just wanna take a second to talk about the best damn olive oil in the world. This is Graza olive oil. I love it. I use it in my kitchen. It's the only olive oil I buy, and I can use it in my baking. One of my absolute favorite cakes to eat is a lemon olive oil cake. It is the most tender, moist, flavorful cake I can imagine, and it's so simple. I love using my Drizzle Graza olive oil in that cake recipe. It is such a beautiful color. It looks like so much more natural and fresher and more delicious than any other olive oil I've ever had in my kitchen. Okay, so I use my sizzle for cooking, my frizzle for high heat cooking, and my drizzle, I love the rhymes, for finishing, for salad dressings. Graza's newest oil is Frizzle. It's perfect for high heat cooking. I use it mostly for searing meat. It's got a 490 smoke point, so you can get really hot. Hot like me, kind of. All of these are truly delicious, and I'm not just saying that. Thank you so much to Graza for sponsoring this video. You can get 10% off this trio pack by scanning the QR code right here, or by following the link in my description. So I'm gonna do a really traditional coconut cake recipe. However, I'm going to include Samoas in by creating a crust to each layer of this cake. I know this sounds crazy, but my friend April from Is It Cake showed me how to make cakes with crust. She does like a s'mores cake where she does a graham cracker crust, par bakes it, and then adds the batter on top of that, and then fully bakes it. So we're gonna do that kind of same thing, but with Samoas. So I need to crush up this whole box of Samoas like I would crush up graham crackers for a pie. And then I'm gonna mix them with a little bit of melted butter and then pre-bake those crusts in their pans for just like 5 minutes. And while I'm there, I'm gonna take out the peanut butter cakes. When I crush these up, we're gonna get some caramel and chocolate, and I don't know how that's gonna bake up in crust form, but I think it'll be fine, right? We have an hour and a half left on the clock, which is actually nerve-wracking because I've only baked 1 cake. I have 2 more to go, plus I need to make all the fillings today. So let's hurry up. So I'm making a beautiful coconut cake here. It's just a really light, fluffy cake with coconut milk, shredded coconut extract to really punch that flavor up. We really want this to taste like a Samoa, and this is gonna be like the coconut part of the Samoa. I just pulled these out of the oven, and I gotta be honest, it's not giving pie crust, it's giving like crispy burnt chocolate at the bottom of a pan. Okay, this is awful. You know when you make chocolate chip cookies and like some of the chocolate chips fall off and onto the pan? It's very much giving that. We have our first hiccup today. You Girl Scouts! I think the cookie part of the tagalong is the same cookie in the Samoas. Let me look at the ingredients. So on the tagalong box, it says crispy cookies layered with all the things. And on Samoa's box, it says crisp cookies. Are the crispy cookies the same as the crisp cookies?
Thank you for calling Little Brownie Bakers, a licensed vendor for Girl Scouts of the USA.
Thank you for calling Ferrero. This is speaking. Who do I have the pleasure of speaking with today?
Hi, my name's Garfinkel. How are you?
I am good. How are you today?
Good. I'm wondering if the actual cookie base in the Samoas are the same cookies as the tagalong. Like, do they share the same cookie base?
Okay. I could go ahead and look up that information for you, and I could be right back.
Okay, thank you.
Hi there. Thank you so much for holding. Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. Hi.
It is not the same cookie base.
Okay, thank you so much.
Listen, any more questions, you give us a call right back.
The only question I have is why couldn't I have been a Girl Scout?
Hey, maybe you still can. Look for your local council.
Do they allow like 34-year-old men?
No, you passed your age point. I'm sorry.
Okay, no. All right, thank you so much.
All right, you have a nice day, and thank you for calling.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
bye. She's about to report me to the FBI. Okay, so the tagalong cookie base is not the same as a Samoa cookie base. That sucks. What I'm gonna do, I'm just gonna say it's close enough and use the trefoils since they don't have anything on them to burn or sizzle or bake in the oven. And I'm going to smash these, make a shortbread crust with these because I know these will work as a crust. Is this cheating? I don't care. Yeah, no. Okay, I'm gonna quickly par bake these, pop them out, fill them with cake batter, actually bake them, and move on to my next. So we just want a really dry crust, like something you would see on a bottom of a pie. Okay, great. I'm gonna put the cake batter, which has been sitting for like forever now, into each one of these pans and then put these back in the oven to actually bake. Come on, quickly, back in the oven. Okay, we gotta move on to our final layer, chocolate cake. Okay, so I only have an hour left and I need to bake chocolate cakes and make all the fillings. So we're gonna take a shortcut. I'm gonna use my cake mix as the like base for the chocolate. And then I'm going to break up bits of Thin Mints to mix and like fold into the batter. I do this all the time with Oreos. You can take a really dry cookie and use it in batter and it bakes really well. Not to brag, but my oat fudge cake mix is insanely good. Okay, popping those in the oven, letting everything bake, and hopefully we've made up a little bit for lost time. All right, while the rest of the cakes are baking in the oven, I just realized I'm wearing a bracelet that says Chaos Gay Baker. Somebody at one of the Try Guys live shows gave me this. Anyway, I need to work on my fillings and I only have 45 minutes left for today's portion. So we gotta clap along. So for the Thin Mint cake, I'm gonna try to make like a minty ganache. So I thought I'd try to melt down full Thin Mints over a double boiler and then remove the cookie portion, leaving just the chocolate portion. And then I'll add heavy cream to create a ganache because ganache is just chocolate and cream. Okay, so that whole box of Thin Mints made like maybe a quarter cup of melted chocolate, which is not nearly enough to fill my cakes with. So I'm going to take some real chocolate chips, add them in, and then put in some mint extract to beef up that mint flavor. All right, so the mint ganache is done. It smells heavenly. Okay, let's move on to the peanut butter ganache. I'm gonna take my graveyard cookies and do the same thing, melt down that chocolate off of them and pull the cookies out. We're not letting any bit of this go to waste. This is what I got, not a ton, but I do need to beef it up with a little bit more chocolate.
Nestlé Toulouse.
This is what I like to say when people say I cheated on his cake. The only thing I cheated on is my wife, and that's because I'm a raging homosexual. All right, done with the peanut butter ganache. Okay, our final filling is our caramel Swiss meringue buttercream. 10 minutes on the clock to make Swiss meringue buttercream. So I'm gonna add in egg whites, powdered sugar, some butter, vanilla, and then of course a bunch of like delicious salted caramel to get that salted caramel Samoa taste. I'm Mr. Butterhands. So the nice thing about this luscious, fluffy Swiss meringue buttercream is it flavors really well. So you can add anything you want, jam, jelly, chocolate. I like to add caramel. Oh, Jenny, come on. I'm Mr. Butterhands. I'm Mr. Butterhands. I have little butterman. Oh my God. Oh, Johnny. Oh my God. Oh my God. There was nothing hot. I'm sorry. There's nothing hotter than caramel. I'm Mr. Caramel Mouth. Swiss meringue buttercream is the best. I have like a minute to spare. I think I did pretty good today. We've baked all of the cake layers, prepped all of the fillings, and then tomorrow I'll come back and actually decorate the cake. Can't wait to eat this!
One day later.
All right, it's day 2 of building this Girl Scout cookie wedding cake. I'm feeling pretty good at this point. I've got all my cake layers baked, all my fillings made. The tricky thing about today, I think, is going to be creating the decorations and figuring out ways to incorporate Girl Scout cookies in decorations. So let's get frosting. Okay, so for the biggest tier, like the bottom tier of this cake, I'm doing the peanut butter tagalong. I'm really happy with how smooth and rich this ganache is. So this is called the crumb coat. It's just the like first outside layer of ganache or buttercream or whatever you're using that locks the crumbs that want to fall off the cake into the cake. So that way you can have a beautiful, pristine final coat. This is why I got started in cake decorating. I loved watching videos of people frosting cakes online. I just thought it was so satisfying. I mean, you want to talk about a heart attack? I'm sticking my finger in. That's so good. That's crazy. And remember, we've got that cookie crust on the bottom. And look how soft and silky it is. Like it goes onto the cake so creamily. Next up, Thin Mint. I was so happy with how this frosting tasted with the cookie chunks that I decided I'm gonna put Thin Mint in between the layers. So I'm gonna stack my Thin Mint, like pepperminty chocolate cake layers with my Thin Mint pepperminty chocolatey ganache and rinse and repeat. It's always the smallest tier of my cakes that are the hardest to frost. Okay, so I'm done with this last tier. I'm gonna now chill everything and not really bore you with the details. I basically have to make everything look nice. This is why I don't do wedding cakes. Imagine like having to do this for hours and hours and days and also like being yelled at by like a bride. Okay, so I know we said we were gonna jump forward, but this is taking me forever and I'm losing my mind. Why am I mad? This was my idea. I chose to do this because I thought it'd be fun, but it's actually just kind of a Okay, so now that I've gotten the cake frosted, I am gonna pivot over to decoration. This is the part of the challenge that I feel least comfortable with because I don't know how to turn cookies into traditional wedding cake decoration. One, I was thinking I could grind up some of the more neutral colored cookies, like the Do-si-dos, to make like a cookie sand, and then dye it with a little bit of food color and try to mold it in this flower mold that I bought. Will that work? I don't know. I kind of love the color, kind of like dusty rose. But let's try to mold it and see what happens. I don't see this coming out. Yeah, that's not a rose. I really wanted to make flowers like you would see on a traditional wedding cake out of Girl Scout cookies. That looks like a pink piece of dog shit. I have to use cookies in the decoration. I'm trying to think how I can use a Girl Scout cookie to look like a flower. Do they put sunflowers on wedding cakes? Look at this lady. She did it for her wedding. Okay, I wouldn't be mad about that. It's a little weird, but it's maybe like a fun, cute, like summer wedding thing. All right, now here's the issue if I do this. Okay, yes, I have a box of Thin Mints and a box of Tagalongs, but they were just for show back there. They're fully empty. I ate them all and used them to make that ganache. So what I'm gonna have to do is go back to the Girl Scout cookie stand, buy more cookies, come back tomorrow, which is cheating. I was supposed to finish this in 2 days, and then build the sunflowers. So I guess I'll see you tomorrow. See you tomorrow.
3 days later.
Okay, somehow it's day 3 of a 2-day build. I'm so over time, and to make matters worse, you're not gonna believe this, but I literally set my face on fire since the last time I saw you. Last Tuesday, we filmed day 2. I was supposed to be back the next day to finish the cake. But that night, that Tuesday night after I filmed, I set my face on fire with a pizza oven. A gas ball flew out of the oven and burnt all my eyelashes. I don't have eyelashes. I don't know if you can see that on this side. I was all red. We'll insert a photo right here of the damage. It was crazy. So I healed for a couple days and now we're back. And I want to finish this Girl Scout cookie cake. Also, I leave for Scotland tomorrow to meet my niece. So when I tell you I have an hour on the clock, I mean an hour and we're done. So this cake might not look beautiful, so let's hurry. So basically, I'm going to trace my Thin Mint on a piece of parchment, flip it upside down, and then use that circle to pipe out like the illusion of like sunflower flowers or petals. And then I'm going to chill that so it hardens up and put them on the cake. Okay, I'm gonna go make a couple more of these and then cover the cake in fondant, stack it, assemble it, and then apply the flowers. Chill break, it's a chill break, yeah! That's the quick version. 45 minutes left. We gotta cover 3 tiers of cake and fondant, which usually takes me much longer. Work for Daddy Johnny Cakes. Hey, your father, he loves you. All you have to do is be kind to him. Okay, because I'm a little disappointed in how few Girl Scout cookies are on the outside of the cake, I wanna make the outside a little more Girl Scouty. And the Girl Scout colors are green. So I'm gonna do a little bit of green fondant and marble it with white fondant for the middle tier. This is a very common thing you see in wedding cakes, like a middle tier that's marbled. And I think it'll be really nice. 23 minutes. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna marble my green and my white fondant. I do 2 big logs of fondant, and then I twist them together to get a marble effect, roll it out, and then I'll drape that over the cake. What do you think of that? A little marbled? We're rolling it out, rolling it twice, rolling it good, rolling it nice. I gotta sing more on this channel. Comment below what you think is missing from this channel. God, remember when I called customer care? Doesn't that feel like 5 eons ago? And that woman said, maybe you can still be a Girl Scout. And then I said, I'm a 34-year-old man. She said, no. Well, Girl Scout cookies aren't good for you. I mean, but they are good for, that's the thing. I mean, if we're talking about like one very specific type of good, then yeah, maybe they're not the best thing for you. But like, what's good for you? Like, isn't a life of joy good for you? And joy comes from eating cookies. So I think they are good for you. Okay, it's not great, but I'm out of time. So it's rough around the edges. I'm not thrilled with it, but I gotta get the sunflowers on and put the bride and groom on, and I think we gotta call it a day. Look at this beautiful heterosexual couple. Oh, hang on. I thought a Thin Mint would be a perfect, like, hat size. Hang on. It's way too big, but I kind of love it. I mean, mama. Okay, so I don't love this, but it's okay, and I'm proud of myself for doing what I was able to do. The only thing left I need to do now is swap out my outfits into my Girl Scout uniform and go take this door to door, try to sell this cake to my friends. Hi there, would you like to support the local Girl Scouts and buy some cookies?
Oh my gosh, you should not show your upper thigh like that.
What? Hey there, would you like to buy some cookies?
Why are you doing that? The mailman's here.
It's called postal carrier.
What?
Hi there, would you like to buy some cake? Would you like to buy some cake?
He's like, what the?
Hey, get out of there. I brought you some cookie cake.
Oh my god, David! Johnny Cakes brought us cake.
Hi, how are you?
Oh, hi, Johnny.
Hi.
Oh my god.
Do you like it?
That's really good.
I made it with Girl Scout cookies.
That's very impressive.
Do I look beautiful? Do you like how I look?
It's not my favorite look for you, but as long as you're happy.
Made Girl Scout cookie flavored cake using Girl Scout cookies in the recipe.
Okay.
And I wanted to see if you wanted to buy some of it. And yeah, you have to pay.
All right, Thin Mint. It's good.
It's good.
It's giving Thin Mint.
It's giving Thin Mint?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, good.
Okay, I was so very sure that Thin Mint was going to be my favorite. Because duh. But I am going to give Samoa a 5 out of 5.
Tagalongs are 5 out of 5. Thin Mints are 4 out of 5, and Samoas are 2 out of 5.
That's actually a really bad score.
I'm gonna say my favorite was the Thin Mint, but that's also like my favorite Girl Scout cookie, so that's kind of not your work. That's more.
I think it counts. I made it.
No, this is. I'm more giving Girl Scouts credit for making like the.
And I am a Girl Scout, so thank you for the credit.
Okay. Okay, Thin Mint, 4 out of 5. Samoa, 2 out of 5. Tagalong, 3 out of 5.
I'm sending you a bill.
Oh my gosh, this is tough. I'm gonna say Samoa is my favorite.
Hey, that's been getting bad reviews today.
This is like all your stuff that's just been in my house for.
Bitch, are you breaking up with me?
No, I just figure while you're here dropping off Girl Scout cake, I might as well like.
No, I actually think this is the straw that broke the camel's back.
It's close to it.
Am I never seeing you again?
All right, goodbye.
Wait, no, don't break up with me.
So can I get the outfit back?
Yeah.
To be fair, it looks great.
I guess
Oh my god, don't John! Censor!
it's okay, we can blur it out.
Thank you so much.
No,
wow.
Thank you.
Yeah, no, thank you. Okay.
Hey, make sure to like and subscribe.